Evan Shinner's here.
Well, my parents bought a piano, sort of as a piece of furniture for the house, and I started tinkering with it, and I loved it. I would immerse myself in it for hours and playing the same thing, like you said. To me, Bach is really not a composer in a way. He is the limits of music. He is the alpha and the omega. Anything that Bach composed is sort of like, that's the boundaries of Western music. And I feel like if you want to know how far the language goes and how deep you can learn things with harmony and with melody and rhythm, and anything you would like to know is in Bach, is deep within his musical language.
Start showing actually what an incredible type of music this is, and if you play it in a certain way, you can convey it to people who know nothing about classical music. That's the great power of Bach, is that people who know nothing about classical music, if you play it to them in a way that's relevant, in a way that sort of has something to do with the time, people are absolutely going to get it, no matter their experience with classical music in the past.
I must have been about 19 when I was able to identify a certain harmonic place in an orchestra because of the color that it gave me. When I compose, I am led by intuition, and I think that synesthesia is an intuitive experience. I certainly don't physically see colors. You imagine, you stand in front of a yellow wall and it makes you feel a certain way. And then when you hear a harmony that makes you feel a certain way, you feel yellow, right? And so that's the cross, that's the sin.
I'm tonight offering something a little less traditional.
The lyrics to the first part of the song. For me, I haven't written them yet.
Because most people don't have poetry teachers. It's not something that can be taught.
Alyssa is sleeping next to me. Your voice hums along the anxious ride of a dream. Your hairs are the thread sewing my skin to your star and coldness, your spine my scaffold, your eyes my own, my mirror, your mouth, your breath the same. Here I cannot grasp time nor worry. This is a random excerpt from my first novel. Joe had been mad, surprised, stunned, disheartened, amazed, in love, envious, and joyous in Paris, but only sad one time when it wasn't Juliet who made him so. Waiting in line in the grocery store to buy wine, the man watching the front of the store yelled, "You can't buy that wine or alcohol after 10:30, monsieur." He began returning the bottles, but then looked at the time. "But monsieur, it's only 4 minutes past." Immediately the man said, "Not 1 minute!" This wasn't the cause of the sadness, but the long line of French faces he saw at McDonald's when he turned, wineless, onto the street. He went into a corner shop where the wine would be slightly more expensive. Ça va? Oui, Joe shrugged. He passed the store that turned him down. The man at the front still leaned against the same plastic tub of something. Joe looked at him and held up his new bottles proudly. The man looked calmly in the other direction. Damn it. To him, Joe must have looked like the wino who just got his wine. And then, what's so bad about that? What's so bad about the wino getting his wine, oh? Joe said aloud. Nothing helped. He stayed sad.
Not long ago, on March 21st, a man drank tea. Upon drinking, he noticed while emptying the leaves onto the table, one of the leaves had grown a face, a very expressive face. The tea drinker realized this immediately as the face of Johann Sebastian Bach. The drinker, however, instinctively knew that after that moment he could never play the music of J.S. Bach the same way twice. He felt himself to be a distant relative of Johann's, his disciple and modern son, his prodigal son, Wilhelm Telemann Friedrich Bach. From then on, all egos, Evan Chinner's, Shining Charles, Joe Henry, Shaven Sinner, faded into one true being, W.T.F.